Did you know that the next season of Bluey is going to show another phase of her life? There are 2 important episodes that point to this, and we're going to tell you everything about Bluey's future right now.
Hi, Mom. Bluey!
When Bluey showed the teenage version of the protagonist back in the episode Camping, it became clear that the show opened a dangerous door: intense emotions. Adolescence is that phase where everything hurts more, everything feels more confusing, and simple feelings turn into truly epic dramas. And that's exactly where Bluey's first love comes in: Mackenzie. Best friend, play partner, constant presence. It's no surprise that this couple has so many fans. Even the creator of the series has already admitted that he's very aware that this fan support exists. There are clues scattered throughout the show. In Fruit Bat, for example, Bluey dreams that she is flying. And in the middle of the dream, she passes by Mackenzie's house just to see him sleeping. And let's be honest, no one shows up in your dreams by accident. When someone appears there, it's because they already take up way too much space in your heart. But the drama doesn't stop there. Bluey isn't the only one who might end up falling for the border collie. Coco shows this too. In the circus episode, she insists on pretending to be Mackenzie's wife during the game, even though he makes it very clear that he doesn't like the idea at all. If both feelings grow together during adolescence, what starts as friendship could turn into a very complicated emotional triangle. And judging by Mackenzie's reaction when Coco plays marriage, maybe his heart has already chosen a side even before this story truly begins. Can you imagine that? And this isn't the only character evolution planned for Bluey's future, so subscribe to the channel, because another zigzag has just begun. If the next phase of Bluey is really going to be about growth, nothing symbolizes that better than new babies arriving. And one of them has already shown up in a very emotional way: Aunt Brandy's child. We meet Brandy in the episode Onesies, when it becomes clear that she is dealing with something very heavy. She can't get pregnant. It's a delicate, quiet moment that shows an adult and very real side of the show. But in The Sign, during the celebration of Frisky's wedding to Rad, Brandy appears pregnant several times, without any fuss, but impossible to ignore. It's one of those details that goes by quickly, but once you notice it, your heart tightens. Her belly growing there in the background of the scenes while everyone celebrates. This will be the first official cousin on Chili's side of the family. And following Brandy finally living this dream, learning how to be a mother, making mistakes, getting things right, has everything it takes to be one of the most emotional arcs in the series. And if a new pup is already on the way, maybe another important wedding is about to change everything all over again. There's one ceremony where basically betting is going to happen in Bluey: the wedding of Cornelius and the terrier's mom. Yep, after Winton's dad sold his own house and moved in with her, it became clear that the love there is serious. In other words, no more seeing Cornelius abandoned and lonely under a tree in the park. Now he's going to be with someone with a warm heart. And between us, to seal this new phase, there's nothing better than a wedding, right? It would be proof that Bluey's 4th season isn't just bringing new puppies, but also new families and lots of celebrations. And speaking of new families, as soon as Cornelius and the terrier's mom make their union official, Winton will gain not just 1, but 3 siblings all at once. And the coolest part is that they already seem to be pretty close, since they're always sitting together at school and playing as if they've been part of the same family for a long time. With that, we'll have the formation of the biggest family in the entire Bluey series. There will be 6 main characters just in this one family unit. Can you imagine the astronomical level of chaos Cornelius is getting himself into? If one kid like Winton already causes trouble, imagine adding another starter pack of chaos that is a set of terrier triplets. And there's more. How is he going to juggle fame with all of this? Because I don't know if you noticed, but as shown in the episode Movies, you can see on this poster here that there's a very familiar bulldog wearing a detective outfit. So just imagine what it'll be like with paparazzi snapping photos of the terriers every chance they get. Would you like to see our lonely bulldog finally happy? Then comment #Cornelius so we know. If Bluey would already be around 14 or 15 in this new phase, Bingo would be right behind her, at about 12 or 13. In other words, officially entering adolescence, but without completely leaving behind her childlike spirit. While Bluey would be more distant from playing, Bingo would still be that little dog who loves to play, just with new interests starting to emerge. And one of them showed up pretty early: music. In a mini-sode, we see Bingo playing the drums for the first time, And it's clear that this isn't just a phase. Everything points to this hobby only growing, to the point of becoming something truly important in her life. You can even imagine Bingo in a rock band, right? And the members of this possible band wouldn't be strangers. Chucky, Lucky's younger brother, and of course, Leela, her best friend. A group that mixes familiar faces with new dynamics. Muffin and Socks remain close by, showing up a lot as always. Muffin grows a bit, but stays short, chubby, and, let's say, explosive. Socks, on the other hand, surprises everyone by becoming taller than her sister, something that definitely won't be easy to swallow. And when all that frustration starts to overflow, whoever is nearby ends up paying the price. Because truly understanding Muffin and Socks is diving into complete chaos. Muffin even becomes a bit calmer at home, but at school, it's a whole different story. Whenever a bully shows up, she jumps into a fight without thinking twice. Over time, she's the one who ends up getting a reputation as a troublemaker, even though deep down, she has a huge heart and good intentions. Socks follows a very different path. After stopping the whole feral puppy behavior, she turns into a well-behaved child, maybe even too well-behaved. At school, Socks is shy, struggles to make friends, and ends up becoming an easy target for teasing. And of course, Muffin doesn't accept that. She goes after anyone who messes with her sister, which only gets the two of them into even more trouble. Now imagine seeing all of this actually happen in Bluey. If you liked this idea, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. And since we're on the subject of the cousins, there's something involving them that needs to be talked about in the next season, which is the back and forth in Stripe and Trixie's relationship. Throughout the first seasons, we've already seen that the two of them have their moments of disagreement, like in that video call episode. But in The Sign, things get more serious. They argue several times, and there's even the scene where little Socks plays with the cake topper figurines as if they're fighting, which suggests that she sees this happening fairly often at home. A lot of people are betting that the two of them will split up, but we prefer to go in a different direction. Just imagine if they try to work everything out through couples therapy. And who knows, in the end, an actual wedding might still happen, especially since Trixie seems to have wanted that for a long time. It would be a really beautiful way to show that yes, people can fight, but they can also grow and move forward together. Now think about this with me. What if all these incredible clues about the fourth season are just a warm-up for the end of the series? Yeah, people are already saying that the Bluey movie might be the definitive ending of the Healer family's story. After all, with so much character development, new puppies arriving, weddings happening, and even theories being wrapped up, could the creators be preparing the ground to say goodbye? Just imagine it, an emotional ending in theaters, closing the cycle with a perfect finale. Would it be sad? Absolutely. But also epic. So what do you think? Is the fourth season really coming? Or are we already watching the final steps before the end?